So let's say a person wants to try a new endeavor, which might involve quitting their job and following their passion that way, but they have a lot of anxiety about the financial consequences of that.
Yes.
And so how does this happen that the person is able to balance out the energy between their higher mind and their physical mind in order to be able to have everybody do their job appropriately in that scenario?
First and foremost, as we have said, you must honor the belief system that is there to whatever capacity you feel it is necessary to do so. In other words, you give honor to the belief system that the ego has created and recognize that from the ego's perspective, it is valid. From the physical mind's perspective, it is valid. Therefore, you don't abandon it willy-nilly, as you say. You work with it. You, in a sense, make a deal. You say, all right, I'll tell you what, physical mind, ego mind, I'll tell you what. I will continue to work with, say, 90% of that belief system, but give me just 10% to play around with, and I will show you that that 10% can actually work. Make a deal, strike a deal with the ego to give you some latitude to move beyond, even a little bit, incrementally beyond the belief system you believe is necessary in order for you to continue. As you make those deals and keep doing them, bit by bit, you will train the ego to understand that as you ask for more and more latitude, the ego will actually feel itself being more and more supported, and it will allow you more and more and more latitude until such time as one day you will look around and realize that all the old belief systems are already gone, and that you allow yourself complete support with the new belief systems in whatever way actually supports you. The second thing is, while you're doing that and making those kinds of deals with the ego, if that's what it takes, is to embark on an expedition, embark on a campaign of redefining the ideas that you're using. For example, the idea that the only way you can be supported in life, the only way you can be allowed to do the things that you desire to do, is with one particular format or representation of abundance. Remember that our definition of abundance is the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Period. Now, if on your planet money is one of those things, all well and good. But the idea is it's simply required that you have the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. And if money isn't necessarily the way in which it's best to do that thing, then your reality, your higher mind will actually bring you the thing that would actually allow you to do that with less effort. Because sometimes if you insist that money's the only way a certain thing can be accomplished, again, that might simply be setting up an obstacle to bang your head against, when in fact your higher mind could actually bring it to you in a more easy way if you would only relax your definitions about what you think you need. So by going on a campaign of changing your definitions of what you think you need in order to be who you prefer to be and have the life you prefer, while simultaneously making deals with your ego to let you stretch a little bit beyond the belief systems, but while still honoring those you really feel you cannot yet change, you can work out a pacing for yourself that will allow everyone the balance they need, everyone to participate, all the aspects of your consciousness to participate as it needs to, and bit by bit you will find that you will change.
So if the ego is frightened in that scenario, will it sometimes try to sabotage the person? Like they'll say,
yes, of course.
Okay, I'm going to try
but
this.
But that's why you need to strike a deal. You see, you need to find a negotiation that works. Because the only time that the negative ego will sabotage you if it feels it's not gotten a fair listen, a fair deal, a fair negotiation. If it feels that you are avoiding it, attempting to go around it, circumvent it. You understand?
It sounds like business
It
protocol.
is a business deal. Because the physical ego is all about physical business, the physical world. Therefore, one good way is to use its own language. Deal with it in a negotiation and allow it to understand that you are willing to negotiate fairly. So if you negotiate a fair deal from the ego's point of view and it allows you some latitude in that negotiation, then there is no reason why it would need to sabotage you. The sabotage only comes when you have not negotiated a fair deal.